Alrighty, I'm throwing an audible. I was supposed to deliver for you my organic reaction to Invincible Season Finale with Lucas. However, unforeseen circumstances, Lucas has to attend to some personal matters. So we're going to have another reaction. And that is to the movie Candyman.
This is where it all began. The story of Candyman. Local character, he walk around handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. One day, a couple of kids get razor blades in their candy. Police come around. That's when I saw the true face of fear.
Get on your knees. Hands, hands, hands.
They beat him, tortured him, killed him right there on the spot. A couple weeks later, more razor blades and more candy. He been innocent.
So he's real?
Candyman ain't a he. Candyman's the whole damn hive. If you're out here looking for Candyman, you ask me, stay away.
I feel really connected to this story.
Go on.
Right here, in this neighborhood, the legend started. And the legend is, if we say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, we could summon him.
Summon the Candyman.
Hell no.
Candyman.
Anthony, no.
Candyman.
Stop.
I don't want to get creeped out in my new apartment before bed.
Candy.
Black people don't need to be summoning.
I dare you.
Don't say that.
Say his name.
Candyman.
You better not do that last one.
Candyman. You want to be a part of the story, right?
No.
Say his name. Candyman.
Anthony? Anthony.
Are you okay?
What the hell is going on?
This neighborhood is haunted.
I think I made a mistake. I brought him back.
Candyman isn't real.
He chose you. He has purpose for you.
Tell everyone. New to the neighborhood.
You should say it.
Candyman.
Say his name.
Candyman!
Don't say it 5 times. Please follow me, pHumblepodcast. Subscribe, illuminate the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes, any future videos, any future vlogs on my channel. I'd much appreciate it. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode 26. So I'm going to try not to spoil the movie in any way. I just finished watching it. It came out this weekend. It's a Saturday right now. Candyman. I would say compared to some of the other hit movies that Jordan Peele was a part of. Now Jordan Peele directed Get Out and Us. This one, I believe he's credited with as the producer, but you can definitely see his influence in the makeup of this film. I would definitely say this was much scarier, okay, compared to those other 2 films, Get Out and Us. What I would want to say is definitely it takes actually some deep dive into the suburbs of Chicago. So it's going to be there are some lessons that are taught within the overarching story of the Candyman and the story as to why he is so scary and all of that. The underlying tone of racial tensions in Chicago is very much in this film. So again, I don't want to spoil the movie. I'm not giving away the story. All I'm letting you know is there's 2 simultaneous stories being told in this film, which is great. It's very well described. So comment and let me know if you've seen it, what you think of how the story begins, where it leads to with towards the middle, and finally where the story arcs and ends on. It's not a long film. It's only about an hour and 36 runtime. It was very there was some comical aspects to it. I can say that for sure. It was I definitely learned a lot more from this film, which I had also in previous films that I watched from a Jordan Peele production or directed film. It's just very, very well made as far as how some realism is placed within this film and his other movies. But definitely, it was a really, definitely I would rate it up there. I still think as far as a story and the uniqueness to the story, I would have to still go with Us as being my favorite out of these three. But I want to hear from you. Comment, let me know what you think was the best one out of those three films: Us, Get Out, or the Candyman. It is the acting I thought was very well, very well done. They purposely made them. Their acting was good in the sense that you didn't believe you were watching actors. You kind of with some of them now. Okay, some of the characters in here. They played their roles very well. If they were meant to be under the radar as far as the amount of attention they were supposed to get, they did a great job of that. And conversely, the bigger characters in the film played up to that level of acting as well. I'm mainly talking about four characters here. I'm not going to name the characters to give any spoilers, but it would be the main character, the wife, the girlfriend, excuse me, and then the girlfriend's brother, and the brother's partner. So I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think of that. I really liked the flow of the story. I liked how it went from as far as showing the playing with your expectations a bit, right? They don't at times they did it, whereas they gave you what you would expect in the film, and at times they didn't, and that's what made it a good film. I thought it was very well orchestrated to kind of camouflage the audience, right? And kind of, I don't know if camouflage is the right word, but they really made me just kind of submerge in the lessons of the story with underneath the story of Candyman. So definitely check it out if you have watched it already. Comment below, let me know what rating you'd give it, or even more importantly, what you thought of the two overarching stories, one being about the Candyman and the undertone being about the racial tensions in Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago. It's a good film. But yeah, I have a short podcast this week. I'm experimenting, by the way, on different time lengths on my podcast. It would have been this way as well with the Lucas episode, as far as the Invincible reaction. we may have talked a little more extensively on that, just because it would have been the end of the season, and we're going to discuss what our theories as to where the show is going after this season finale. Still haven't watched it. I will watch that as well, like I said, and I will be watching that with Lucas. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Pej the Maniac. Okay, you'll see that here, as well as pHumblepodcast, also here. Okay, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and of course YouTube. Don't forget. And then you can subscribe to my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you take in your podcast. Thanks for joining me on this week. This was episode 26 of Fumble Podcast. I look forward to sharing more vlogs and skits and short videos, along with more podcasts coming your way under the Fumble brand. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.